Here you go.
Excited as I am, the trivia dancers as excited as I am. She was like, yes.
I know. I'm going against my instincts today. I'm just going against my instincts.
You're
I know.
on
I'm on a losing streak. I should go. I should just kind of like. I need a refresher.
I've been watching you talk yourself out of your original answer.
I know. I need to stop that.
It's been a pleasure to watch.
You won the mug. You won that T-shirt. Now let's see if we can win you a valuable trip. It's time for Warm It Up Travel Trivia.
From Brooklyn, New York.
I like that dance.
You like
yeah, she dances like I dance.
Yes, you do. You're a good and you managed to not injure your arm dancing, nope. So that was very good. Deja, spin that wheel to see what else Beth is playing for. All right. Okay, Beth, you're playing for a trip for two to the Los Establos Boutique Inn in Panama. 8 days and 7 nights in a premium suite. It includes 3 meals daily, teller Mark.
All 3 meals?
Yes. 1 excursion per day.
Just 1.
It's a prize valued at $8,000. You have 20 seconds and only 1 guess. Beth, good luck.
Beth, earlier this week, we talked with Zendaya. What Academy Award nominee did Zendaya say she met when she was young at the theater her mom worked at?
Coleman Domingo?
Yes.
Yes.
Congratulations! You and a guest will enjoy 8 days and 7 nights at the Los Establos Boutique Inn in Panama. Situated on 16 beautiful acres of coffee farms, Los Establos Boutique Inn offers spacious suites, magnificent views, and luxurious hotel amenities. Enjoy the spectacular panorama of Volcano Baru, Panama's only volcano. Plus, choose from a variety of exciting activities, including ziplining to the rainforest, spa treatments, river tours, and more. Your prize is valued at approximately $8,000.
Beth, congratulations. Good for you.
I'm in charge. We celebrate our 40th wedding anniversary this year, so that'll be perfect.
Oh. Incredible.
Congratulations.
Yeah. Thank you.
Don't say you won the trip. Act like you went all out.
All right, you will.
All right, now you get to make the day of a lucky member of our studio audience who will receive a Roomba vacuum cleaner from iRobot. So please pick a number between 1 and 168.
Number 39.
39. 39.
Coming up next from ABISHOLA,
If you have moderate to severe ulcerative colitis or Crohn's disease, put it in check with Rinvoq, a once daily pill.
When symptoms tried to take control, I got rapid relief and reduced fatigue with Rinvoq. Check.
When flares kept trying to slow me down, I got lasting steroid-free remission with Rinvoq. Check.
And when my doctor saw damage, Rinvoq helped visibly reduce damage of the intestinal lining. Check.
For both UC and Crohn's, rapid symptom relief, lasting steroid-free remission.
And visibly reduced damage. Check, check and check.
Rinvoq can lower your ability to fight infections, including TB. Serious infections and blood clots, some fatal. Cancers, including lymphoma and skin. Heart attack, stroke, and GI tears occur. People 50 and older with a heart disease risk factor have an increased risk of death. Serious allergic reactions can occur. Tell your doctor if you are or may become pregnant.
Put UC and Crohn's in check and keep them there with Rinvoq.
Ask your gastroenterologist about Rinvoq and learn how AbbVie can help you save.
Break up with your old wings and lemon pepper wing from Popeyes. Crispy, saucy, available. Popeyes finally has wings in 6 flavors.
Class, old windows can pull away from the frame, letting moisture in. But Window Nation triple measures every window for a customized fit so you can stay dry. Isn't that right, Aaron? My 2 windows get 2 free. No payments for 24 months. Window Nation, the perfect fit.
Business. It's not a 9 to 5 proposition. It's all day and into the night. It's all the things that keep this world turning. The go-tos that keep us going. The places we cheer and check in. They all choose the advanced network solutions and round-the-clock partnership from Comcast Business.
See why Comcast Business powers more small businesses than anyone else. Get started for $49 a month. Plus, ask how to get up to an $800 prepaid card. Don't wait. Call today.
Welcome back, everybody. Don't forget on Monday's show, Anne Hathaway will be here.
Also, we'll have Justin Hartley.
All right, now she stars in the beloved sitcom Bob Hart's Abishola. Please welcome to the show, Falake Olowo Foyeku. You smell good.
Essential oils.
It's essential oils.
Yeah, it
That's
smells
what we
very
need to
nice.
get.
Can you guess?
There's some peppermint or peppermint.
Is it?
Yes,
Is there
peppermint
fake in
and-
there? Is there fake?
No fake.
You smell really good.
Thank you.
I'm just gonna.
You can have it.
No, but I caught the
What
peppermint.
is it?
Lavender and peppermint.
Lavender.
Yeah,
Yes. Very nice.
Very nice.
So you're originally from Lagos, Nigeria?
So in my culture, Yoruba culture, you're from where your father's from.
Okay.
So I grew up in Lagos, but I'm from Osun State. Ilesha, Osun State.
Okay. Oh, is that where you're from? No.
Abagani.
Okay. So, but you moved to New York City when you were 18 years old.
Yes, on my 18th birthday.
That's very, I would say that's a huge move.
It didn't feel like it.
No?
No. I spent quite a lot of time in boarding school.
Okay.
So I was used to being away from home.
Okay.
But I got on a plane on October 26th on my 18th birthday, and I never looked back.
Incredible.
Yeah.
And so you get on first of all, take me through, is it fun being on a plane on your birthday for however many hours?
If you're coming to America,
Yeah.
depending on where you're coming from.
Exactly.
Now you came to you. You came to study, yes?
I ended up studying, but I think I was supposed to just come hang out with my sister who lived in Valley Stream, Long Island.
Okay.
And then they kept, yes. Yo, I love being in New York.
Yeah.
I came to stay with my sister on holiday, but they kept stealing my results in Nigeria.
Uh-huh.
So the equivalent of the SATs, we do our jam
Yes.
to get into university, but you guys call it college here. And they kept stealing my results. And then I told my mom, I'm never going to go to school. And she was like, well, try a school over here in America. And I'm like, word? I said, all right. And then I found the school furthest away from my sister that was still in Manhattan,
Yes.
which was City College in New York. I literally went to the map and I looked, what is the furthest away from my sister's
But
house
in the
so I can move out on my own?
But in the city.
But in the city, yeah. Because I wanted to pursue the arts and I knew they wouldn't let me. And
What
that
they
was my
wanted to do?
strategy, law.
Oh. Yeah.
Oh.
You can play a lawyer on TV.
There we go.
Yes, there you go.
And I have.
Yeah, and you have. So, but I would think I mean, I'm looking, you're so striking, you're so elegant, you're so glamorous. The modeling agencies had to come after you hard, no?
No.
Oh,
no,
come on.
I sucked as a model. I was a great model in terms of performance.
Yeah.
But in terms of success, I'm still waiting for my big break.
You're also a musician. You play the guitar,
Yes.
and the piano.
Yeah, so when I came to New York, it's like all these opportunities that I didn't have in Nigeria were now available to me. And I got to live all my dreams, all my fantasies, everything were possible, good fantasies.
Yes, right.
And playing the guitar was one of the biggest things for me. I remember being obsessed with Slash.
Yes.
And wanting to learn everything he could do.
Yeah.
And so I bought myself a guitar. It was about like $150 or something. And it came with an amp. And I would go on Yahoo and like look up how do you learn how to play the guitar? And then I found tabs. And then I just started with knocking on heaven's door. I'm like, 1, 2, and that's how I learned.
That's really devotion, though. You had to, I mean, you had to have something internally that, because I took guitar lessons and I can't play a note. I couldn't get over the callus, like it hurt. It hurts
yes.
to learn the guitar.
I got frustrated a lot and I would like set it aside for like months at a time, but I'd always go back. I genuinely loved the instrument. And I found out that a few of my other brothers who are older than me, much older than me, had done the same thing. So there's a history of music, something in our DNA that's just trying to come out.
And you played bass with David Bowie.
Yes.
We have a photo of that.
That's a music video, yeah?
That's a music video.
Did you know David Bowie? Were you familiar with him?
I think I like kind of knew who he was, but I wasn't really exposed to him in Nigeria. Like we get really, the content that we got in Nigeria was very diverse. We got novellas, we got stuff from Ireland, we got stuff locally, but there was some pop culture stuff that you guys have here in America that we didn't get. And David Bowie was one of them.
Doesn't get bigger than David Bowie.
I know. But I understood. I was in a band when I did that music video, and when I told them I wasn't familiar, but I was going to work with him, they got me all these records and all these DVDs. They were like, "Watch this."
He's incredible.
But he was really sweet. Yeah, incredible.
And was he great to work with?
He was lovely to work with. He was so kind. So kind. Kind of like, I remember telling him he smelled like my father. He smelled like England.
Oh.
Yeah, whatever cologne he had on reminded me of my father, specifically when we were in England. And I told him, I just kept looking in his eyes. I'm like, what's going on there? And then I looked it up and I read up on that. I was so
because of the
Very beautiful.
It's always mesmerizing when you see someone with that.
We need to take a little break. When we come back, Falaki will tell us about the final season of Bob Hart's ABISHOLA.
Still ahead on Live, a performance by Now Iriki. This is a hot flash. This is a hot flash. But this is a not flash. For moderate to severe vasomotor symptoms due to menopause, Veoza is the first and only prescription treatment that directly blocks the source of hot flashes and night sweats. With 100% hormone-free Veoza, you can have fewer hot flashes and more not flashes. Veoza reduces the number and severity of hot flashes day and night. For some women, it can start working in as early as 1 week. Don't use Veoza if you have cirrhosis, severe kidney problems, kidney failure, or take CYP1A2 inhibitors. Increased liver blood test values may occur. Your doctor will check them before and during treatment. Most common side effects include stomach pain, diarrhea, difficulty sleeping, and back pain. Ask your doctor about hormone-free Veoza and enjoy more not flashes.
We're done.
What about these?
Looks right. Quick, the quicker picker-upper. Bounty absorbs spills like a sponge and is 2 times more absorbent, so you can use less. Bounty, the quicker picker-upper.
Tobacco companies target people like me with their menthol cigarette marketing. Realizing this made me angry enough to quit. My tip is, this should make everyone angry.
You can quit. For free help, call 1-800-QUIT now.
If there's one thing we like, it's choices. Find yours with Ford F-150. Gas, hybrid, or all electric. Whether it's towing powering up, or getting from 0 to 60 in 3.8 seconds. What you choose to do with that much power is up to you. Tough this smart can only be called F-150.
Choose FlexBuy on F-150 and get 1.9% APR financing for 66 months plus $2,000 FlexBuy cash. Only at your local Ford dealer.
Are you ready? Get ultra-reliable, ultra-fast, award-winning internet, starting at $20 a month, and add unlimited mobile for free. Be astounded. Switch today.
Meet the traveling trio, each helping to protect their money with Chase. Tools that help protect. Alerts that help check. One bank that puts you in control. Chase. Make more of what's yours.
She's a ABISHOLA, you're a hell of a mom. Your son's a success because you're parenting strong. It's all thanks to you, that's why we're singing this song. ABISHOLA, you're a hell of a mom.
That was the scene from the series Bob Hart's ABISHOLA. It's in its 5th and final season. Falake, tell us what's going on in that scene.
Well, ABISHOLA goes to bed and has a fantasy, a dream. And in ABISHOLA's fantasy, she's a successful mother. She's done a great job with her son, Dilly, and she's reeling in all this admiration she's getting for being an amazing mother. That's what's
not
going
what
on.
I thought you were going to say.
That's what was going on. However, this fantasy entails her like dancing in the New York street in the style of Fred Astaire, surrounded by all these magnificent dancers who were led by the amazing choreographer Chris Judd.
Oh yeah,
and we
of
had
course.
and we had scaffolding, and we had people doing twirls and whirls and all that stuff.
How much fun was it to do that?
That was great. That was amazing. I remember reading the script and thinking, oh, I need to shut everything down because I want to show up for this.
Yeah. The final season, how do you feel about that?
Whew, 5 years.
Bittersweet, yeah?
Half a decade.
Yeah, my gosh.
Half a decade. That went by really quick. I feel fulfilled. I feel excited about the future. I feel like satisfied that I did a great job, that we did a great job with the show, and that we've left our mark. I was telling somebody on production, I feel like I can die now. I feel like
let's not die yet.
Well,
I
not
feel
yet,
like
definitely.
you need to go into major motion pictures.
I see a sci-fi, like a sci-fi.
Action. I mean, I feel like this is the beginning.
This is the beginning. It's not the end.
This is the beginning.
Yeah.
Don't die yet.
Okay. If you insist.
There's a lot more. There's a lot more to come.
See us.
Thank you.
Monday on Live, Anne Hathaway.
Long term, no sweat. With best-in-class fuel economy, virtually no road is out of bounds.
Drive the Nissan Road. Get 2.9% financing for 36 months on the 2024 Nissan Road.
This is Steve Mallman. This is Samantha Mallman. They fight for people who've been injured in a car accident. This is the break room. It's quiet because they're busy, taking on big insurance to get their clients the most money, fast. This is their phone. It stays busy too, because clients know you don't pay until you win. This is the break room. Still quiet. The microwave looks kind of lonely. This is Mallman Law. We know what matters most.
When migraine strikes, are the trade-offs of treating worth it? Ubrelvy is another option. It quickly eliminates migraine pain.
Do not take with strong CYP3A4 inhibitors. Allergic reactions to Ubrelvy can happen. Most common side effects were nausea and sleepiness.
Ask about Ubrelvy.
I want my food to look the best it possibly can. I want my customers to look at that meat and say, wow, like real meat is something that you can taste the difference in. Raised without antibiotics.
Shut the fuck up. What are you doing? What is this shit?
Still in his police uniform when police say he...
The fuck, man? What is this shit? fuck yourself. It's fucking stupid shit.
Let's hear it for Friday! And now, here are Kelly Ripa and Mark Consuelos. Let's hear it for Friday! How's the arm?
She's good.
She's good?
She's all right.
She's all right.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
It's all right.
You're so injured and still having to work.
I'm on the disabled list.
Oh, no.
Best smelling cities.
Ooh. Is New York in the top 10?
No, that would be best. That'd be the most peculiar smelling cities.
Most
peculiar,
aromatic.
aromatic. Yes. What do you think? Give me some cities around the world.
Well, I love the smell of Greece.
Athens, Greece, #1.
Ah!
What do you love? What do you love? The fig trees.
The fig trees, the lavender.
Lavender, yes.
There's rosemary.
Yeah.
People grow figs there. I'm not kidding. We were in Athens once, and I went for a jog with my son, and I stopped just on the side of the road to grab figs. And, you just blow off the auto soot, and you pop them in your mouth. It's like a tree. They're just everywhere.
It's my favorite tree is a fig tree.
Fig
I love
trees
it. The leaves
smell.
If you rub your hands on the fig leaf, it smells so good.
Smells so good.
Yeah, Athens is a good smelling city.
Yes, and even you know how I love the smell of gardenias, right?
Love.
But gardenia perfume and gardenia candles never really.
They can't
smell
capture.
like
It's like a God scent.
Right.
And only God can make that smell.
Fig candles smell like figs.
Yeah, why don't we have more fig candles in the house? I like fig candles. Let's do that.
I will make that happen.
Yeah. Paris, France.
That was going to be my second choice.
The croissants.
Yes, the buttery.
There's lots of roses everywhere.
Yes, roses.
Bakeries, yep.
Yes.
The coffee. I even like the smell of a
cigarettes in France. Smells different.
They smell different.
It hits different.
I don't smoke, but I love the smell of a cigarette in France.
Yes,
I'm not
me
sure
too.
why.
I don't know why.
It doesn't bother me as much.
Smells like fashion.
It smells like fashion. Dublin, Ireland. Are you guys from Dublin?
No, but you've seen pictures. Yes, okay.
What does Dublin smell like? I
don't know. What does it say Dublin smells?
Guinness? Like what? Beer. Okay. Luxembourg.
I like the smell of Cafe Luxembourg.
Nicosia, Cyprus. Copenhagen, Denmark. Bucharest, Romania. Valletta, Malta, and Amsterdam, Netherlands.
No
Italian cities.
How about any American cities?
No. Hershey, Pennsylvania, maybe. Oh, yeah. That smells like chocolate, right?
Yes, and also I would say parts of the Southwest smell very Greek in their.
Yeah. Telluride, Colorado smells good after it rains.
Yes, Telluride,
Colorado.
Colorado.
So good. Those trees, the pine trees. Oh, it smells so good.
And the Ponderosa pines that smell like birthday cake.
Yes.
Yes. If you ever have the opportunity
to get out to the forest.
a ponderosa pine.
Smell the bark.
Smell the bark. Smells like birthday cake. They're not making it up. It actually smells like birthday cake.
Yeah, that smells good.
I find myself sticking my nose.
You know what
in
smells
odd-
good? I think Palm Springs smells good.
Yes, Gelman. Are we doing the show in Palm Springs anytime soon?
You never know. I'll have to go and sniff it out. Ultimate dad joke, but you know what? That was a good dad joke. I'm gonna give it to you, man. I'm gonna give it to you.
Speaking of sniffing things, I thought you'd like to see what I get to go to bed with and wake up to every night.
Nudity, Kelly. No nudity.
Mark has a new system to prevent him from snoring, and I don't mind telling you it works.
Oh, wow.
But it is something else to look at. Yes. Suelos.
Yeah. That's hot.
Yeah. We are.
The bicep is a minor problem.
That traveled with us all the way to Africa this past week.
And it worked, right?
We were in Morocco.
I'm so excited because I feel bad. I feel bad that I
can't believe all of that apparatus made it through customs.
I love this the nasal what do you call it? The nasal strip.
The nasal bridge.
So you get a it comes with a little Band-Aid with a magnet, boom, and another little Band-Aid with a magnet, and then that thing is rigid, and it goes, and all of a sudden your nostrils just go. It actually makes that noise. And you can breathe. You can breathe. It's so nice. And then the tape goes over the mouth because that's what the slack jaw, and you open your mouth and you start your jaw and your tongue goes back into your. Although last night I had a dream that I was trying to take it off and I couldn't. I couldn't take it off. I had to breathe through my mouth and I couldn't breathe and I was just dreaming.
Wow.
Yeah. That's sympathy, Kelly.
I never, but this is the same man that when I put my retainer in at night and I'll say something like, "Did you set the alarm?" He's like, "Take out that
I know, I can't really talk through it, right?
No, but you make fun of the way I talk with a retainer in my mouth, and I think the audacity of this man.
Well, I haven't talked to you with the mouth thing yet, but the things that what do I call them, tater tots?
He calls them my tater tots. I don't know why. I think he tried to say retainer one night.
I was too tired.
And maybe he was too tired. And he goes, did you check out your tater tots? So now we just call them my tots.
Let's do yours first.
Well, this is not the article I want to get. This is the article I want to get to because good news, all you tramps out there. The tramp stamp tattoo is back with a modern makeover. You know what I say? Did the tramp stamp ever really go out of fashion? They're not calling it a tramp stamp anymore.
Yeah.
Well, what's the point? It's now called a lumbar tattoo.
Oh, scientific.
The tramps got upset, and they're not going to tolerate it anymore. So now they're saying that tattoo artists work in studios say that all of their clients under the age of 35, most of them are in their 20s. That's when most people discover tattoos. They love the lower back tattoo and they request them with a cute and vintage feminine recycled look. I don't know what that means.
Yeah, what does that mean? What does that mean?
I don't know. I honestly don't know.
Well, I look forward. Maybe you could get a little
tramp stamp?
Tramp stamp back there.
When it says "I love Mark."
No.
Oh, I don't know. Oh, yes.
The Louvre is going to give Mona Lisa a room of her own.
Why?
It's the most, it's the world's most famous, most visited, and most parodied painting. I think over 10 million people see it a year. I think that's the stat. So they're going to give it their own room so people have time to filter and spend enough time with Mona Lisa. When we went to go see her, what I was taken with, I thought it was going to be a big painting. It's relatively
small painting.
Smallish painting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, beautiful.
Yeah.
All right, you asked for it, America. You asked for it. We got it for you. New merch.
What?
New merch. Dog toys. toys. Pet toys.
Is this a leash?
That's a leash. So you have your Kelly and Mark dog toy. You toss this. They love to bite on this thing. And look at this.
A dog ball?
This is for big dogs.
We are just merchandising the crap out of this show.
I thought it would have been a good idea to put our faces at the bottom of the dog bowl so the dog gets done.
What a treat for the owners.
Right? They're reminded.
We have to get an I stumped Mark dog bowl so that we see Mark like...
Yeah, to put a QR code in there so they can, I don't know, buy more merch.
Always thinking, Mark. Always thinking. This is fun.
Yeah, good job, Art. This is good.
A few other items.
There's a few other items.
Yeah.
Like what?
Kerchiefs, like scarves for the dogs.
The bag.
Bandana.
The travel bag.
Travel bag.
Oh, I like it.
Yeah. You know,
It's
beware.
available today. You can go online today. All right. They're gonna
Beware.
sell like hotcakes.
Beware. This public service announcement. I know, like, the weather is warming up. It's getting pretty out there. People are flocking to Central Park. But at Central Park, a jogger has spotted a coyote in Central Park. So,
Oh boy.
what a wily surprise they're saying. Just be careful. Don't feed them. I can't believe we have to say that. A Big Apple jogger stared down a giant coyote and surprised him while running in Central
Is that
Park
new?
over the
Have
weekend.
they been around for a while? They've been around?
They've been seen before.
Yeah. We have a big show today.
We have a huge show today from Bob Hart's Abishola Palake Olowokoyaki was here. She's so lovely.
And Life's Go Green concludes with a lesson in gardening 101.
Performance by Maui Ricky, so that's exciting. But I know the real reason you all showed up today. I see the lust in your eyes. I see it. Hunger. Here's what's happened. The audience now really wants to beat the trivia caller too. It's like you've taken them and turned them.
Yeah. Competitiveness.
Yes, you've turned them into a bunch of competitors.
Yes.
It's the moment you've all been waiting for. It's time to play!
Nini from Hoosick Falls, New York, who watches the show on WRGB. Good morning, Beth. How are you?
Good morning. I'm fine.
Oh, good. And Hoosick Falls, that's upstate, yeah?
It's upstate, right near the Vermont, Massachusetts, where the three states come together.
Oh, I'm sure it's lovely up there.
It's beautiful. You should bring the show up.
Gilman.
Good. Upstate New York.
Hoosick Falls, get on it.
Mullen lives up there, right? Mullen lives upstate? Mullen, you live upstate. Oh, Mullen. Okay.
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
He's moved.
He's moved again?
He's moved like 4 times.
Oh my gosh. All right, well, you know how this game works, right, Beth? You've given us two statements. One is true, one is false. I have 60 seconds to decide which is the truth. If you stump me, you'll win this. All right, here are Beth's two statements. I met Grandma Moses, or I saw the ocean for the first time when I was 22. Okay, Grandma Moses, that's the artist, yeah?
Yeah, okay.
Okay, and how old were you when you met her?
I was just a child. I was under the age of 1.
Under the age of 1?
And how old are you? Do you mind if I ask how old, what year you were born? What year were you born?
I was born in 1961.
Okay. And you saw the ocean for the first time when you were 22. What ocean? I'm assuming it was the Atlantic?
The Atlantic in Atlantic City.
Oh. So you never made a left over and just kept on going to the...
I don't know. Just a couple hours to the left would have been better, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and what did you think of Atlantic City?
It was amazing. It was, it was quite a...
I'm gonna say the truth is she met Grandma Moses, whoever the fuck that is.
And you saw the ocean for the first time when you were 22. What ocean? I'm assuming it was the Atlantic?
The Atlantic in Atlantic City.
Oh. So you never made a left over there, just kept on going to the...
I don't know, just a couple hours to the left would have been better, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and what did you think of Atlantic City?
It was amazing. It was, it was quite a while ago. Obviously 40 years ago or so. And it was nice and clean. The Taj Mahal was new at the time.
Yeah.
And
the beaches are enormous there, right?
Who reminded you that you met Grandma Moses? Tell me about that.
So my aunt was a huge fan of Grandma Moses, so there was a meet and greet in our little town park. So she dragged my mother, and I was with my mother.
Okay. And so you were born in 61, yeah?
Right. And she came from, who's it called? Or Eagle Bridge, actually.
Yeah. And she passed away in 1961.
She did. She did?
I don't like that you. Here's what
Listen, I don't care. I don't care what you don't like. This is Mark's game. It's not called Stump Kelly. It's called Stump Mark. It's called Stump Mark.
I can have an opinion about what
You can
I
totally
don't
have
like.
an opinion.
That you Google facts about what our trivia caller statements are.
Just wanted to know what's going on.
But I was born in November of 61.
You were?
Yeah.
I Googled you too.
Well, don't talk about the other things you found.
Okay, I'm thinking that it's probably a little bit of a stretch that you met her and she, well, I don't know. I think it's a good story. And your aunt, thought it was nice for you to meet her before she went. And who knows? Maybe it was just, one day she, was there and one day she wasn't. Let's hope. I'm going to say you met Grandma Moses.
No, I didn't. You are wrong.
Stretch that you met her and she, well, I don't know. I think it's a good story. And your aunt, thought it was nice for you to meet her before she went. And who knows? Maybe it was just, one day she, was there and one day she wasn't. Let's hope. I'm going to say you met Grandma Moses.
No, I didn't. You are wrong.
Who's as excited as I am? The trivia dancer is as excited as I am. She was like, yes.
I know. I'm going against my instincts today. I'm just going against my instincts. I know. I'm on a little. I should just kind of like. I need a refresher.
I've been watching you talk yourself out of your original answer.
I know. I need to stop that.
It's been a pleasure to watch.
You won the mug. You won that T-shirt. Now let's see if we can win you a valuable trip. It's time for Warm It Up Travel Trivia.
That's Heather Haynes from Brooklyn, New York.
I like that dance.
You like
Yeah, she dances like I dance.
Yes, that's really you're a good and you managed to not injure your arm dancing, so that was very good. Deja, spin that wheel to see what else Beth is playing for. All right. Okay, Beth, you're playing for a trip for two to the Los Establos Boutique Inn in Panama. 8 days and 7 nights in a premium suite. It includes 3 meals daily. Tell her, Mark.
All 3 meals.
Yes. One excursion per day.
Just one.
It's a prize valued at $8,000. You have 20 seconds and only one guess. Beth, good luck.
Beth, earlier this week, we talked with Zendaya. What Academy Award nominee did Zendaya say she met when she was young at the theater her mom worked at?
Jack Nicholson when he fucked her.
Coleman Domingo.
Yes.
Congratulations! You and a guest will enjoy 8 days and 7 nights at the Los Establos Boutique Inn in Panama. Situated on 16 beautiful acres of coffee farm, Los Establos Boutique Inn offers spacious suites, magnificent views, and luxurious hotel amenities. Enjoy the spectacular panorama of Volcano Baru, Panama's only volcano. Plus, choose from a variety of exciting activities, including zip lining through the rainforest, spa treatments, river tours, and more. Your prize is valued at approximately $8,000.
Beth, congratulations. Good for you.
I'm in charge. We celebrate our 40th wedding anniversary this year, so that'll be perfect.
Incredible.
Congratulations. Yeah. Thank you.
Don't say you won the trip. Act like you went all out.
All right, we will.
All right, now you get to make the day of a lucky member of our studio audience who will receive a Roomba vacuum cleaner from Beth, congratulations. Good for you.
I'm in charge. We celebrate our 40th wedding anniversary this year, so that'll be perfect.
Incredible.
Congratulations. Yeah. Thank you.
Don't say you won the trip. Act like you went all out.
All right, we will.
All right.
This year, so that'll be perfect.
Incredible.
Congratulations. Yeah. Thank you.
Beth, congratulations. Good for you.
I'm in charge. We celebrate our 40th wedding anniversary this year, so that'll be perfect.
Incredible.
Congratulations. Yeah. Thank you.
Don't say you won the trip. Act like you went all out.
All right, we will.
All right, now you get to make the day of a lucky member of our studio audience who will receive a Roomba vacuum cleaner from iRobot. So please pick a number between 1 and 168.
Number 39.
39. All right, Beth, congratulations again. When we return, Balake Olowa Boye.
Still ahead on Live. Go Green Week wraps up with a gardening lesson. A performance by Latin duo Mau Ricky. And coming up next from Bob Hart's Abishola, Balake Olowapoyeku.
So you're originally from Lagos, Nigeria?
So in my culture, Yoruba culture, you're from where your father's from.
Okay.
So I grew up in Lagos, but I'm from Osun State. Ilesha, Osun State.
Oh, is that where you're from? No.
Abaragani.
Okay. So, but you moved to New York City when you were 18 years old.
Yes, on my 18th birthday.
That's very, I would say that's a huge move.
It didn't feel like it.
No?
No. I spent quite a lot of time in boarding school.
Okay.
So I was used to being away from home.
Okay.
But I got on a plane on October 26th on my 18th birthday, and I never looked back.
Incredible.
Yeah.
And so you get on first of all, take me through, is it fun being on a plane on your birthday for however many hours?
If you're coming to America,
yeah.
It's depending on where you're coming from.
Exactly.
Now you came to
And being on a plane on your birthday for however many hours?
If you're coming to America,
yeah.
It's depending on where you're coming from.
Exactly.
Now you came to
You came to study, yes?
I ended up studying, but I think I was supposed to just come hang out with my sister who lived in Valley Stream, Long Island.
Okay.
And then they kept, yes. Yo, I love being in New York.
Yeah.
I came to stay with my sister on holiday, but they kept stealing my results in Nigeria. So the equivalent of the SATs, we do our jam
Yes.
to get into university, but you guys call it college here. And they kept stealing my results, and then I told my mom I'm never going to go to school. And she was like, well, try a school over here in America. And I'm like, word? I said, all right. And then I found the school furthest
You
away
said
from my
that?
sister that was still in Manhattan,
Yes.
which was City College of New York.
You told your mom word? You're like, word? Was your mom like, yes, word? I'm picturing the actress that plays your character's mom on this show. Yes, word. Word? So you said so they kept on so the government so wait. Nigeria kept on stealing your test results. What do you mean stealing?
And then I told my mom I'm never going to go to school. And she was like, well, try a school over here in America. And I'm like, word? I said, all right. And then I found the school furthest away from my sister that was in Manhattan,
Yes.
which was City College of New York. I lit my results, and then I told my mom I'm never going to go to school.
Told your mom.
And she was like, well, try a school over here in America. And I'm like, word? I said, all right. And then I found the school furthest away from my sister that was still in Manhattan,
Yes.
which was City College of New York. I literally went to the map and I looked, what is the furthest away from my sister's house so I can move out on my own?
But in the city.
Yeah. Because I wanted to pursue the arts and I knew they wouldn't let me. And that was my strategy, law.
Yeah. You can play a lawyer on TV.
There we go.
Yes, there you go.
And I have.
Yes, and you have.
Fantastic. Here's more fucking waste of your time.
David Bowie, yes.
We have a phone.
And you played bass with David Bowie, yes.
We have a photo of that.
That's a music video, yeah? That's a music video.
Did you know David Bowie? Were you familiar with him?
I think I kind of knew who he was, but I wasn't really exposed to him in Nigeria. We get really what the content.
And here's a clip with the fucking girl from Bob Hart's ABISHOLA talking about how she played bass for David Bowie without really knowing who David Bowie was back when he was like 60.
Played bass with David Bowie, yes.
We have a photo of that.
That's a music video, yeah? That's a music video.
Did you know David Bowie? Were you familiar with him?
I think I kind of knew who he was, but I wasn't really exposed to him in Nigeria. We get really what the content that we got in Nigeria was very diverse. We got novellas, we got stuff from Ireland, we got stuff locally, but there was some pop culture stuff that you guys have here in America that we didn't get. And David Bowie was one of them.
Doesn't get bigger than David Bowie.
I know. But I understood. I was in a band when I did that music video, and when I told them I wasn't familiar, but I was going to work with him, they got me all this records and all this DVDs. They were like, "Watch this."
He's incredible.
But he was really sweet, yeah, incredible.
And
guy.
was he great to work with?
He was lovely to work with. He was so kind. Kind of I remember telling him he smelled like my father. He smelled like England.
Oh.
Yeah, whatever cologne he had on reminded me of my father, specifically when we were in England. And I told him, I just kept looking in his eyes. I'm like, what's going on there? And then I looked it up and I read up on that. I was so beautiful.
Because of
very beautiful.
It's always mesmerizing when you see someone with that.
Well, I don't know what the fuck was going on with David Bowie's eyes. Maybe you can enlighten me.
Abishola. It's in its 5th and final season. Falake, tell us what's going on in that scene.
Well, Abishola goes to bed and has a fantasy, a dream. And in Abishola's fantasy, she's a successful mother. She's done a great job with her son, Dilly, and she's reeling in all this admiration she's getting for being an amazing mother.
That's not what I thought you were going to say.
That's what was going on. However, this fantasy entails her like dancing in the New York street in the style of Fred Astaire, surrounded by all these magnificent dancers who were led by the amazing choreographer Chris Judd.
Oh yeah,
and we had scaffolding, and we had people doing twirls and whirls and all that stuff.
How much fun was it to do that?
That was great. That was amazing. I remember reading the script and thinking, oh, I need to shut everything down because I want to go up for this.
Yeah. The final season, how do you feel about that?
Whew, 5 years.
Bittersweet, yeah?
Half a decade.
Yeah, my gosh.
Half a decade. That went by really quick. I feel fulfilled. I feel excited about the future. I feel like satisfied that I did a great job, that we did a great job with the show, and that we've left our mark. I was telling somebody on production, I feel like I can die now. I feel like...
Well, let's not die yet.
Well,
not
yet,
like
definitely.
You need to go into major motion pictures.
I see a sci-fi, like a sci-fi.
Why a sci-fi? Why can't it be a romantic comedy or a fucking like a blockbuster action film? A sci-fi. No, don't listen to fucking Mark. Don't listen to the fucking guy that's fucking never been nominated for a daytime Emmy when there's fucking 5 nominations available and there's only 6 actors. Don't talk to the guy that finishes in 7th place of an 8-man race. Does he look like a successful producer to you? Don't talk to him. Don't ask a fucking daytime talk show host for career advice on your movies and television. He's never been on a fucking real television show as a main or supporting character. He's never been in a fucking good movie as a main or lead. Don't take his advice. And don't even entertain him with like just a polite nod. I would honestly tell him in front of everyone on TV, be like, why would I take advice from you? Like, are you a successful producer or something? Like don't take advice from a daytime talk show host, especially one who's only got that job because his wife fucking like because his wife got him that job.
Somebody on production, I feel like I can die now. I feel like...
Well, let's not die yet.
Not yet, definitely.
You need to go into major motion pictures.
I see a sci-fi, like a sci-fi.
I see you leaving this world.
I mean, I feel like this is the beginning.
Just the beginning.
Yeah.
Well, not yet, definitely.
You need to go into major motion pictures.
I see a sci-fi, like a sci-fi.
Action. I mean, I feel like this is the beginning.
Just the beginning, not the end.
This is the beginning.
Yeah.
Don't die yet.
Okay. If you insist.
There's a lot more. There's a lot more to come.
Oh, isn't that world? Don't die yet. Great. Thanks a lot.
I feel like I can die now. I feel like...
let's not die yet. You need to go into major motion pictures.
I see a sci-fi, like a sci-fi.
Action. I mean, I feel like this is the beginning.
And now it's Live's Go Green Week, and here's some girl named Stacey Lane wasting your time talking about useless plants.
Please welcome Stacey Ling.
We're ready.
So here we are. So first off, before we head into the garden, we want to be a little garden chic. We want to wear a hat with a nice wide brim to protect our face from the sun and maybe keep us a little cool in the summer. Also, we want to grab some garden gloves because they'll not only protect our hands from getting dirty, but also prevent blisters and maybe get a better grip on the tools when you're working.
And accidentally, if you touch a worm or a snake, you don't want to.
And sunblock and bug spray.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, what's next? I want to hear about this hardiness zone because they were telling me about it backstage, and I'm going to be honest, I still don't get it. Is this like certain plants only grow in certain
oranges
places?
aren't going to grow in Toronto.
But you can try.
Yeah, you can try.
Okay.
So your hardiness zone will tell you what kind of plants you can grow that will survive the winter in your locality.
Okay.
It will also drive you to your first and last frost date, which tells you what you can plant when. So it's almost like a cheat sheet for your garden.
And this is changing a little bit, right? With the way,
Yeah, I just changed from 6A to 6B.
Oh.
I don't know what that means, 6A to 6B.
Well, things will bloom a little bit earlier. The season gets started a little bit earlier. It's a little bit warmer.
So you're in zone 6?
I'm in zone 6.
All right, got it.
Yep.
Got it. Okay, what's next?
And speaking of cheat sheets, plants, when you go to the nursery, they also have a little cheat sheet too. They tell you how to grow them. It's got all your basic information on the plant tags, like your height, spacing, width, bloom time, what kind of sunlight it needs. So it really tells you how to grow a garden.
So we should not take these and throw them away the way I usually do. We should actually
also know what's around in your yard, right? Like little animals that like your flowers.
100%, because they could be a real problem. Animals like deer, voles, groundhogs, chipmunks. They're so cute.
What do you suggest combating them?
So there are a few common ways that you can deal with them in your garden. Number one, you can erect some fencing or something like that. You can use repellents, or you can, even your family dog can chase them out of the yard.
They don't like the dogs.
They don't like the dogs. But we can also plant certain plants that have certain attributes that those animals don't like.
Like what?
So for example, deer are not fans of plants that have fuzzy foliage, fuzzy leaves, heavily scented, and they can even sense if it's poisonous, so they'll leave it alone.
Okay, that's interesting to know. Should we be planting things around the border? That, if we're growing a garden and we don't want it eaten by rabbits, do we take the anti-rabbit plants and put them around the border of the garden?
That's actually a really good idea. That's called companion planting, and so you can actually mix them with repelling plants among other plants that are a little bit more susceptible.
Good. Got it. Okay.
Listen, we're going to take a break. When we return, we'll discuss the importance of attracting pollinators to your garden.
I have yet to clear the plants in this set. We are back with professional gardener Stacy Ling, and we're talking about spring gardening. What's next? What do we have here?
So here we've got some pollinator-friendly plants.
Oh, okay. So this is what will help your garden grow.
Yep. Butterflies, bees, hummingbirds. Yes. Okay. So healthy ecosystems depend on pollinators. About 75% of all flowering plants are pollinated by insects and wildlife, and that helps support other wildlife, improves our soil, supplies oxygen. It also makes our gardens a little more bountiful in our landscapes, and it adds a lot of life to your gardens.
Yes. You also suggest planting native plants. Tell me about that.
Yes. So native plants are plants that have been growing in your locality for hundreds, maybe thousands of years without human intervention. They're easy to grow, low maintenance. They attract pollinators with minimal effort. So it's almost like a no-fail plant.
So give me an example of a native plant in New York, say, since we're here.
So Rudbeckia, here's one right here. It has these beautiful yellow daisies. Rudbeckia, also known as black-eyed Susan.
Oh, bee-friendly.
Yup.
Oh.
Attracts bees, butterflies, and other birds. And it blooms in the summer through fall. Looks really pretty. One of my faves.
To be a good home gardener, it's not just about the plants. What else do we need to know?
So,
dude,
it's also a really
you fucking
good
play
idea before you go shopping for plants.
3 minutes
get a
of the
good idea
interview,
what kind of light
and
conditions
then you
have
play
in your
the entire 10-minute segment of a fucking stupid bitch talking about plants.
Exactly.
Got it.
So the way to know what you have is after the trees leaf out in spring, you want to watch your garden for a full day. If you get 6 to 8 hours, that's full sun. 4 to 6 hours is partial shade, and anything less than 4 hours is considered shade. Yeah.
Okay. And you have some compost here.
Yes. So compost is a great add-on to your garden. It improves your soil, feeds your plants.
There's bugs crawling in there.
And
it's alive.
It improves drainage.
And how do we know if we're overwatering or underwatering? Oh, underwatering is usually usually pretty apparent, but how do we know if we're overwatering?
So when you water, it's a good idea to water deeply and a little less frequently. Always water the base of plants in the mornings because that way the water will evaporate during the day and that will help prevent pest and disease problems.
Stacy's book is beautiful, beautiful easy care flower garden, and a copy of our plant Heart and Stone chart is on our website.
Pest and disease problems.
Stacy's book is beautiful, beautiful easy care flower garden, and a copy of our plant Heart and Stone chart is on our website. For the next Mao Ricky performs.
All right. Well, that was a waste of my fucking life. Now let's waste some more. Mao y Ricky called Grandia. Here's a fucking song. Waste your life. I'm gonna go smoke some weed and jerk off.
They're two brothers from Venezuela who are global sensations. Their new album drops May 31st. Here's Maui Ricky with Grandia.
Hoy va a ser un gran día, porque la voy a romper. Money de garantía. Baby, hoy va a llover, no. Si te quedas sin pila, yo te lo puedo poner. Una vida de otra liga. Esto es más bueno que ayer. Es que esto es más bueno que Dua Lipa. Los ojos me brillan como estrellitas. Siempre delicioso como arepita. Cachapita y frijolita. Mira como mira todo lo extraña. Se me pega como millonario. Me celebra y no compro mañana. Sonríe. Hoy va a ser un gran día. Porque la voy a romper. Money de garantía. Baby, hoy va a llover. Si te quedas sin vida, yo te lo puedo poner, baby. Una vida de otra liga. Esto es más bueno que ayer. Entiéndelo. Me tomo one, me tomo three. Me dieron ganas de vivir, baby. Cha, cha, cha. Pero estoy feliz. Me tomo one, me tomo three. Me dieron ganas de vivir, baby. Chao, chao, chao. Voy a hacer un gran día, porque la voy a romper. Money de garantía, baby, hoy va a llover. Si te quedas sin vida, yo te la puedo poner. Una vida de otra liga, esto es más bueno que ayer. Nice to meet you guys. We're Mao and Ricky and we're from Venezuela.
Oh, thanks, Venezuela. Hey, are you gonna go back to where you come from after this? That's just a character role. It's a joke.
Thank you so much for having us. We're so happy to be here. All right, let's go. One more time.
Thank you so much. One more time. He sounds like the guy from La Bamba that Richie, that the lead singer of Richie's first band that wouldn't let him sing. Rudy.
So much.
Okay, all right, Ricky.
Yes.
Now,
You guys were just at Coachella? We're just at Coachella. How was it?
It was awesome, man. Karim Leon invited us to perform with him. It was our first time there. It was wild. We dreamt of that since we were little, so imagine.
It's very cool. It's unreal, really.
I've got to tell you, this whole performance was unreal.
Yeah.
Look at our audience still on it.
I think I'm going to try this.
Yes.
Bro, I'm gonna try it. I have a bunch of them at home because we only wear the same thing every day. So
I'm gonna fake laugh at this.
it'll look good on you. I promise. For sure. It's a cool fit.
You've got an album coming out. Is it Hotel Caracas?
Yes.
May 31st?
May 31st.
All right.
Caracas. Yes, check it out.
I got to tell you, I loved the entire performance, but when you all mixed it up, you went to the drums, you grabbed the guitar, everybody came out from the behind. I was like, this is my jam. Thank you so
That's
much.
called mentirosa. That means a liar. That is what a white girl looks like when she's lying to your face, senors. All right, is that the end of episode fucking great? April 26, 2024, episode 166, I believe. Folake Olowofoyeku moved from Lagos to New York on her 18th birthday, and she played bass for David Bowie. And then there's a clip from her on the final, talking about the final season of Bob Hart's Abishola. Then Live's Go Green Week, Gardening 101 with Stacey Ling, and then Mao E. Ricky with the song called Grandia. And that's the end. Now we get to watch this.
We'll get to those Sox too, and you're right, Rob. They did pull out the victory, but we're
Oh,
here for
yay.
the Bears' latest draft pick as well, and he is a Hinsdale native. Plus, more from their dynamic duo. Exciting times for the Bears. Sports is next.
It took more than makeup, costumes, music, and lights to get me on stage. It took the gift of an organ donor.
Then we're going to watch some ABC News about the draft. If you like football, watch it. If you don't, just fucking dislike the video and leave.
Download the ABC.
Go find some Tony Robbins fucking rabbit hole to go down.
Chicago News app.
Well, it is a happy Friday for Bears fans. If you're grading this at home, you got to give them an A-plus so far for the draft. They got their franchise quarterback, and most importantly, they're building around him, something they didn't do enough of with Justin Fields. Caleb Williams and his new receiver, Rome Odunze, getting a warm welcome at Hallis Hall, and Caleb says he wants to play for one team for 20 years and chase Tom Brady's records and Super Bowls. He's setting his goals high, and he's not shying away or ducking from expectations.
What's the reason duck? It's here.
For Bears fans, if you're grading this at home, you got to give them an A-plus so far for the draft. They got their franchise quarterback, and most importantly, they're building around him, something they didn't do enough of with Justin Fields. Caleb Williams and his new receiver, Rome Odunze, getting a warm welcome at Hallis Hall, and Caleb says he wants to play for one team for 20 years and chase Tom Brady's records and Super Bowls. He's setting his goals high, and he's not shying away or ducking from expectations.
What's the reason duck? It's here. There's no reason to duck. I'm here. Rome's here. Keenan Allen, top 5 defense that we had last year. Special teams, all the new roles, whatever. We're here. So I'm excited. I know everybody's excited. The Bear fans are excited from what I've heard and seen. And there's no reason to duck. Attack it. Head first. And go get it.
I definitely had the mindset to, be happy wherever I went. But, in the back of my mind, the Bears visit went tremendously well. And I came into this facility and the attitude and the effort that they put into my visit and to the conversations that we had was incredible. So, I knew when that phone call came in that, from Illinois, that it was going to be the Bears. And I was super excited.
If you told me we would end up with both Caleb and Rome weeks ago, I would have said you were crazy. But there were 2 guys that obviously we were really excited to have.
Because you didn't think we'd
Not
get
only
Rome.
are they really good players, but really good people as well that are.
That means when he says, if you told me 2 weeks ago that we'd have Caleb and Rome, I would have said you were crazy. Well, you knew you were getting Caleb. So that means you didn't have a lot of faith in Rome being available. So that means you had pretty much kind of committed to a plan A, and plan B was drafted Dunze if he's available, or it was drafted Dunze's plan A, but plan B if he's not available is blah blah blah. But you were very much expecting to go with plan B. So then when a Dunze was available, you're like, okay, all that hard work I put into plan B, fuck it.
But really good people as well that are going to continue to enhance our locker room and our team.
Yeah, so they're getting him some weapons. Now they got to protect their greatest asset, and they're hoping they address that tonight with their 3rd-round pick. And he's a local guy. The Bears took Hinsdale Central alum and Yale offensive tackle Karan Amagaji. He's also a lifelong Bears fan.
Last summer, I met Coach Eberflus at a golf club that my dad belongs to, and I introduced myself. He didn't know who I was, obviously. And I told him that
black
one day I'd be
dad
sitting in his
belongs to a
office, and the
golf
next year
club?
that they'd be looking at to draft me. So he reminded me of that on the phone today. And you know, that's the biggest thing is that, you know, this is something that I've been dreaming about for so long. And you know, something that I wanted to happen, and you know, it happened. I honestly, I can't even believe it. I don't even know if this is real, if I'm dreaming. So yeah.
Yeah, big congrats there. On to baseball, the Red Hot Cubs stay that way in Boston. Yesterday, Pete Crow Armstrong got his first major league hit and was a homer. Here he drives in Dansby Swanson to make it 2-0. Then in the fourth, Crow Armstrong with the safety squeeze. Dahlbeck drops it, and Swanson comes sliding home. And Shota showed out once again. 7 Ks in 6 1/3. He gave up just 1 run. He is 4-0 to start his major league career. Cubs win again, 7-1. Plenty of great seats available for the Sox game tonight. Hosting the Rays. 6th inning, these youngsters are going to like this. Martin Maldonado, a 3-run shot to left, and that makes it 5-0 Sox. This is usually when they blow it, but not this time. Eloy Jimenez, line drive homer, a 2-run blast, his 3rd of the year, and the Sox finally win their 4th game of the year, 9-4. Cheryl, Rob, everybody winning tonight. The Sox, the Cubs, and the Bears in the draft.
It's all about manifestation.
The Hawks always lose.
Thanks so much, Ryan. We will be right back.
This is where you're next time. Jimmy Kimmel Live.
Tonight we go up in a blaze of glory. I picked it up. I wrote a song that's on the forthcoming record. And yeah, I got my first guitar.
You wrote a song on your first guitar?
It's called I'm in Love with My First Guitar. Welcome. Home of the biggest police series in TV history, all coming to you.
Surprise.
Charges, following the evidence and digging for clues.
I think we found our murder weapon.
It's the greatest crime scenes from New York to Miami.
It gets better.
It's bringing law and order.
Go ahead. Impress me.
It's analyzing, scanning, interrogating,
FBI!
and investigating.
Let's get out there. The only thing that matters is the evidence.
Charges, finding what's missing and bringing home justice.
You're under arrest for murder.
Anything else? You left out the best part.
Oh, it's all on one channel and all for free.
I like working with you.
You've got it pretty good.
And Charge is always now on the case.
Let's see, 2:30. You know what? I'll just stay up till fucking whenever now. Oh, what the fuck was... Oh, that's right. Oh, you're kidding me. You're telling me I could have fucking... What the fuck was deleted? Episode 164. Episode 165. So episode 163. I don't even know what the fucking date is. Today, so it's 4/26. $4.25, 4/24, 4/23. So I missed all of Zendaya's fucking interview. Great. Here's April 23rd now, 2024. Fucking episode 163, the missing episode. This is all going to be fucked up, but you know what? No one fucking cares about this page anyway, so. There, for all you weirdos that for some reason are obsessed with this show, glad I can help.
Tuesday, April 23rd, 2024. Wow. That was great.
That was for some people in this audience were very excited to see you this morning.
Yeah. Well, it's nice outside. People are up and around. It's not raining. It's beautiful.
Usually that drives people outside.
Yeah, it's gonna be. Oh my gosh!
Came in today.
It's gonna look at the park. It's going to be 64 degrees, which means it's going to turn like 71, 72, 73 by the time the concrete starts cooking.
Yeah.
And it's going to be in the 70s by the weekend.
Wow.
Yeah, 70 on Sunday, 76 on a week. A week. So it's good. Spring is here for
Very
sure.
exciting.
Beautiful.
Welcome home.
Thank you so much.
You got home last night?
I got home last night. I don't know if you watch the show, some of you know that we have a soccer team in Italy, Campobasso FC. It's down to the last 2 games. I went this weekend.
You thought they would clinch?
We thought we would clinch and do something that hasn't been done in over 100 years there, get promoted 2 years in a row. And we tied. And the team that's chasing us won. Yeah, so we were up 4 points. Now we're up only 2 points with 2 games to go. It's so
Italian because it's not enough for us to win, but they must lose.
I mean, the team that we played a great game. We went ahead, and then the team that we're game watching. So I'm watching the team that's behind us, and they tied when we went ahead. I'm like, oh my god, great! We're gonna gain 2 more points, and it's gonna be close to a clinch. And then as soon as we scored, they scored and went ahead. It was a roller coaster of emotions, Kelly.
I know. And how did you deal with it?
I ate.
You ate your feelings. Tell me about your feelings.
I had lasagna and brodo. Who knew? I had lasagna and brodo when I got there. We always eat at this restaurant as a superstition. We eat the same restaurant, sit in the same seats. Although
look at everyone go, ooh. I ate lasagna and brodo, but he says the accent. I ate lasagna and brodo, and they're like, oh, I know what lasagna is, like Stouffer's, right? But they must make it really good in Italy. Lasagna and brodo. That sounds like fantastic. Brodo is broth. And lasagna is just a fucking noodle. It's a flat noodle. Lasagna is not fucking pasta and sauce and cheese and ricotta and meat all cut into squares, right? That's America taking the lasagna noodle and making it a casserole, because that's what everyone fucking does, is make casseroles. All right? But the lasagna itself is just the noodle. So it sounds like he had a bowl of chicken broth with fucking broken or chopped up lasagna noodles in there. Or it could have been a whole noodle in broth and and maybe some vegetables. Lasagna and brodo could just be fucking chicken noodle soup without chicken and with one big fucking flat noodle with or multiple big flat fucking lasagna noodles in fucking chicken broth, like a consomme. And I'm sure it's going to taste good and be flavorful, but you guys are acting like it's this rich, meaty, cheesy. I know what all of you are thinking. It ain't that. Lasagna and brodo, Google it. It should be just fucking lasagna noodles and broth with maybe some vegetables.
this time I sat in a different seat.
Oh, superstitious. You.
It wasn't a loss.
You caused the tie.
And then I had, and then at night we ate, and we had that antipasti that I can't even describe the amount of cheese and.
Shut the fuck up.
I know.
This isn't even humble bragging.
How did you deal with it?
I ate.
You ate your feelings. Tell me about your feelings.
I had lasagna and brodo. Who knew? I had lasagna and brodo when I got there. We always eat at this restaurant as a superstition. We eat the same restaurant, sit in the same seats, although this time I sat in a different seat.
Well, you caused the loss then.
It wasn't a loss.
You caused the tie.
And then I had, and then at night we ate, and we had antipasti that I can't even describe the amount of cheese and meats we ate, and then I had a pizza capricciosa, has artichoke and ham and all these beautiful things on it, and then I had a veal chop.
Oh, yummy!
My feelings. He really did. Really cool thing.
And then
He's sitting there expecting everyone to be like so jealous. And then I ate a veal chop. And he's pausing for everyone to be like, oh, I'm so jealous or something. And then look what he does with the pizza. He's describing a pizza, and he looks at Gelman for confirmation. And then I eat a pizza capricciosa, and he looks at Gelman. Gelman's like, I don't fucking know. What the fuck are you looking at me for? It's his trip. He's the one describing this food, trying to brag on us and trying to make us get jealous. It doesn't even know what kind of food he's talking about. Dude, how the fuck do you not know what food you ate? He's just fucking saying things that sound fancy to kind of make us jealous, to make him seem like he's superior. This dude's got a fucking ego complex, man. Mark, dude, if you fall and hit your head, the world might be a better place. I'm sorry, bro, but you're a fucking loser. The complex on you to be desired, accepted, and thought of as like this fucking superior human to others, the need for that gratification from other strangers is disgusting. It's really disgusting.
Had dinner. I know. The really cool thing is that we have a photo, artichoke and ham.
Go ahead, watch him with the pizza.
On it, and then I had a veal chop.
He says a question with a question mark, like he doesn't even know what kind of pizza he ate. I ate a taco salad. Was it a taco salad?
Pizza capricciosa. Has artichoke and
no one asked you.
All these beautiful things.
No one asked you what's on it.
Had a veal chop.
Wow.
He thinks we're all in awe of him.
You really did. Cool thing. And then you came home and had dinner.
I know. The really cool thing is that
Get your damn hands off of me. Why do you keep
last
touching
year,
me?
the same weekend, this photo here, we had about 150 fans. Okay, that was last year, this weekend. And now this year, this weekend.
Wow. Wow.
It's really, yeah, I don't know if you have a few more photos, but yeah, look at that.
That's incredible.
We had 6,000 people there in the stadium. They're so excited. They're, you know, it means a lot. It means a lot to a city, to the people, and to a whole region. It's part. Football is life. Calcio is life.
I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
Yeah,
I know. Let's not get too proud.
No, I'm just saying you. I know how hard you work off the scene. Like I watch the endless amount. Like in my next life, I want to be a footballer on a soccer club that my husband owns, because I've been trying to get him to look at my blood work from my doctor's appointment for 3 months.
No, I'm looking at
because
somebody else's blood work.
I'm not sure if my cholesterol is right.
It is.
The good cholesterol versus
good.
the bad. I never know how to read that sort of thing, but Mark does. And I always say to him, hey, can you take a look at my numbers? Because I want to make sure that the good number is going in the right direction and the bad number is going in the other direction. Yeah, I want all the numbers to be right, but I'm not a footballer for his club, so I'm at the bottom of the pile.
Oh, I'm gonna put you right back on top of the pile.
Oh, okay. After
the season.
After the season. I got it.
In other sporting news, hey, if you live in New York, the Knicks. They pull off a Game 2 miracle. They won the second game. They're up 2-0 in the series.
Did you see this clip?
No, we're gonna show the clip.
Oh, I saw it.
Here we go.
2-point game.
This is your
hits the deck. Hart takes it from him. Shot clock is on. DiVincenzo, no. Hartenstein with an offensive rebound. Another chance here. DiVincenzo.
The big ragu. DiVincenzo scores with the winning shot with that big three. He's so good.
Why do they call him the Big Ragu?
Well, he's Italian and he's kind of a red hair. He's
a strawberry ginger. Okay.
I think so. I think that's why.
Is that why?
And he does something.
Nobody knows. None of our
Dude, she's like nobody knows. None of our. She's like nobody knows. None of our New Yorkers know. No. It's not that none of your New Yorkers know. No, it's not that none of the New Yorkers know. None of the fucking Kelly and Mark audience members know. You know why? Because people that are so fucking obsessed with watching you two lame asses fucking talk about nothing are people that don't like sports, because that would actually involve having some kind of active lifestyle.
That big three.
See this clip?
Another chance here. DiVincenzo.
This is your
hits the deck. Hart takes it from him. Shot clock is off. DiVincenzo, no. Hardenstein with an offensive rebound. Another chance here. DiVincenzo.
This is your
It's the deck. Hart takes it from him. Shot clock is off. DiVincenzo, no. Hardenstein with an offensive rebound. Another chance here. DiVincenzo. Two-point game.
This is your
It's the deck. Hart takes it from him. Shot clock is off. DiVincenzo, no. Hardenstein with an offensive rebound. Another chance here. DiVincenzo.
The big ragu. DiVincenzo scores with the winning shot with that big three. He's so good.
Why do they call him the Big Ragu?
Well, he's Italian and he's kind of a red hair. He's
He's a strawberry ginger. Okay.
I think so. I think that's why.
He's a strawberry queer. Is that what you said?
The winning shot with that big three. He's so good.
Why do they call him the Big Ragu?
Well, he's Italian and he's kind of a red hair. He's
a strawberry ginger. Okay.
I think so.
A strawberry what?
Is that why?
He does something.
Nobody knows. None of our New York staff has an idea.
His college coach gave him that.
No, because your staff is a bunch of weirdos that don't follow sports. They follow Martha Stewart in the Huffington Post. Because you fucking hire them, Kelly.
Well, he's Italian and he's kind of a red hair.
He's a strawberry ginger. Okay.
I think so. I think that's why.
Is that why?
And he does something.
Nobody knows. None of our New York staff has an idea.
His college coach gave him that nickname when he played in college.
Got it.
Where did he play college at?
So the Knicks. I'm sorry, Ash. They beat the Sixers.
Villanova,
I'm sorry
bitch.
for you too. They beat the. I think that's why.
Is that why?
And he does something.
Nobody knows. None of our New York staff has an idea.
His college coach gave him that nickname when he played in college.
Got it.
His college coach. But so the Knicks. I'm sorry, Ash. They beat the Sixers. I'm sorry for you too. They beat the Sixers.
Is that who they were playing?
Yeah, the Sixers.
It's so funny. I wasn't even paying attention.
So let's go Knicks.
Is Dr. J still on the team now?
Okay. Mo Cheeks is not on the team.
No, Mo Cheeks is not on the team. Okay,
Gerald Dawkins is not on the team.
Last.
You too. They beat the Sixers.
Is that who they were playing?
Yeah, the Sixers.
It's so funny.
I wasn't even paying attention. The minute it started, I zoomed out.
Is Dr. J still on the team now?
Mo Cheeks is not on the team.
No, Mo Cheeks is not on the team. Okay,
Gerald Dawkins is not on the team. Two, they beat the Sixers.
Is that who they were playing?
Yeah, the Sixers.
It's so funny. I wasn't even paying attention.
So let's go Knicks.
Is Dr. J still on the team now? Okay.
Mo Cheeks is not on the team.
No, Mo Cheeks is not on the team. Okay,
Gerald Dawkins is not on the team.
That's the last time I watched the Sixers.
Gerald Dawkins is not on the team, no.
So listen to this.
Oh,
This is
we might
really
have to take a shot.
Is Dr. J still on the team now?
Mo Cheeks is not on the team.
No, Mo Cheeks is not on the team. Okay,
Gerald Dawkins is not on the team.
He said Daryl Dawkins twice in a row. You got to take a shot for the dumbass Mark Consuelo's drinking game.
The Sixers.
Is that who they were playing?
Yeah, the Sixers.
It's so funny. I wasn't even paying attention.
So let's go Knicks.
Is Dr. J still on the team now? Okay.
Mo Cheeks is not on the team.
No, Mo Cheeks is not on the team. Okay,
Gerald Dawkins is not on the team.
last time I watched the Sixers.
Gerald Dawkins is not on the team, no.
So listen to this. This is a really interesting. Two miracle babies who met in the hospital. They were in the NICU. They were both preemies. They stayed in touch. I guess their parents became friends, and therefore they became friends.
Okay,
they were in the hospital for a long time. This is in England, and they were lifelong friends.
Look at that.
As they stayed in touch over the years, they.
Oh my gosh.
Now they're married.
They drifted apart, like physically, as teenagers. They went to different schools and all of that, but they sort of rekindled a relationship as adults. And they just gave birth to their first baby together at the same hospital. So those preemies, those adults were two preemies who met in the hospital and became lifelong friends. And I, of course, can't see their names because
You're blind and old.
Jack Richardson and Bronwyn Tacey, both 29. So they were born prematurely at Queen's Medical Center in Nottingham, England in 1994. And now they have their own baby. Isn't that sweet?
phones. How many times a day do you think Americans check their phones?
180.
I don't check my phone that often, but I've been
I know you leave your phone around a lot, which is good.
I'm a happier person.
I agree.
However,
Maybe
my friends who are trying to reach me sometimes find me very irritating.
150. Well, what did they do 34 years ago?
4 times a day, which comes out to about 9 times an hour.
Oh, there's Mark trying to impress us with his impressive 5th grade mathematics skills. He's so good at math. I think I want to take my clothes off and I fuck with him and marry him in Vegas when I'm drunk and fucking out of my mind. Because my parents raised a fucking impulsive, fucking flat-chested cunt.
Phones. Americans check their phones. How many times a day do you
An
think
insecure
Americans check
fucking
their
human.
phones?
I don't check my phone that often, but I've been
I know you leave your phone around a lot, which is good.
I'm a happier person.
Phones. Americans check their phones. How many times a day do you think Americans check their phones?
I don't check my phone that often, but
I know you leave your phone around a lot, which is good.
I'm a happier person.
I agree.
However, my friends who are trying to reach me sometimes find me very irritating.
Yes. 144 times a day, which comes out to about 9 times an hour. If you're awake 18 hours, if you sleep 8 hours a night, you're up 16 hours a day. That's like almost 9 times an hour. I would say that's the average. Sometimes it's more than that.
Oh, I check. Yeah. If I check my phone 4 times a day, that is a lot.
That's great.
But is it?
But you check your computer 100 times a day.
The level of anxiety I have when I do check my phone and I see the 65 missed emails 4 times a day, that is a lot.
That's great.
But is it?
I mean, if you check your phone 4 times an hour, that'd be great.
The level of anxiety I have, though, when I do check my phone and I see the 65 missed emails and 142 missed text messages, that's when it is anxiety-inducing.
Yeah, you have to clear all your stuff out.
Yeah.
You know what I found this when I was on the plane. I was trying to get on a website and flying home. You know those robot tests? They said, "Are you a robot?" And you were like,
CAPTCHA.
What's it called?
CAPTCHA.
CAPTCHA? Yeah. Straight to Gibraltar?
I had to do that once. And then it was convinced I was a robot.
Yeah. How many buses do you see in a picture? Motorcycles. How many fire hydrants? Crosswalks.
Yeah, but they show you these grainy photos taken at weird angles, and they're so small. And I get my glasses on, and I go, forget it. I don't need to take this survey that bad.
Right. Or how about the ones where they show you the letters? And they're all watermarked.
Yeah, they're blurry.
I always get the first one wrong. It's like an IQ test. Is that an uppercase Y or a lowercase y, or is that a Z or a 2? I don't know. I'm not a robot.
Only robots can figure that out.
I'm not sure what they're trying to stop, but it's getting harder and harder. Make it easier.
So why do they do that?
I don't know.
To make sure computers aren't accessing other websites and overwhelming them and
crashing them.
Yeah, exactly.
What? But they reached out to me. We want to check to make sure you're not a robot. Well, how did you get my information? How do I know you're not a robot? I would have sent them family photos of me and say, which one is Joaquin? You know what I mean?
I do know what you mean.
It's so irritating.
I know
you
it's
reach
irritating.
out, prove to me you're not a robot. No, you prove to me you're not a robot. I didn't ask for this.
And when you're president.
And when I'm president, none of that crap will happen. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to improve everybody's life by taking away all of the smart things that are supposed to make our lives easier that have made our lives so much more difficult. It's all gone. That is my agenda. Vote for me and life will be simple.
Flip phones for everybody.
Not flip phones. Phones connected to a wall.
phone because I'd always flip the phone and I'd pull the antenna out with my teeth. Like that. You flip it out and you pull it out like that. And then close it. I like the flip phone. You can't.
I like the flip phone. I like the flip phone too for you because you have this horrible habit of butt dialing or pocket dialing everyone.
I do.
In my life, I know when Mark is calling me because it's his pocket calling me. You know who else does that? Your brother.
Yeah, and you hear.
You guys, I don't even understand why you don't know how to turn your phones off. You are educated people. Your brother's a doctor. Turn your phone off.
And what do you hear? What do you hear?
I hear you guys running through airports. I hear. It's so irritating.
I have little legs. It's just me walking. That's just me walking really fast. All right. I'll we have a big show today.
Yes.
Big show.
I would dare say that a great portion of our audience is here to see our first guest. Yeah, that's right, Zendaya. Mark, it's slowly dawning on Mark that it wasn't you. That when you came out and people were so excited.
Standing ovation. I'm like, what's going on? Also, a performance by Craig David, everybody. Lovely. Lovely.
And Live's Go Green Week continues with Carly Bodrug and a look at plant-based and no-waste cooking.
Yeah, cool.
I like the plant-based. The no-waste cooking.
Yeah.
We're just going to grind up our eggshells and eat them. Almost.
Yeah.
Okay.
Instead of putting them in the omelets.
Instead of putting them in the omelets? Exactly. Well, so for those of you who are maybe not as young as some of the other audience members today, it's the real reason you all showed up today. It's time. It's that time. It's time to play.
All right. Let's say hello to Carol Bailey from Las Vegas, Nevada, who watches the show on CLAS. Good morning, Carol. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm really good. I'm really, really good. You know how this game works, right? You've given us two statements. One is true. One is false. I have 60 seconds to decide which is the truth. And if you stump me, you're going to win this. All right.
All the young women in this audience now desire that shirt, Mark. You've got a new fan base.
All right. Here are your two statements. You are a retired colonel from the Air Force, or you visited Qatar this past winter. Okay, what is the rank right below colonel?
Right below colonel is major.
Maybe not in the Air Force, but okay. And what's the rank above colonel?
Above colonel is brigadier general.
That's correct. Okay. And where were you stationed? Where was your last command?
My last station was at Nellis Air Force Base here in Las Vegas.
Oh, okay. All right. And when you went to Qatar, where did you visit and why were you there?
I went to Qatar, Doha, Qatar. I was on a cruise.
On a cruise?
And yes, when we ended in Qatar.
Did you like it?
I loved it. It was beautiful there.
Okay. Are there cruises to Qatar, Gelman? I guess there are.
There probably are.
There probably are.
I've never taken one there.
Yeah. Okay. Here's the thing that got me. You know,
What got
the rank before colonel is lieutenant colonel, and then there's a major, and she said captain, right?
She said
major.
major.
Oh, she did say major. Okay, yeah, I have a little bit of jet lag. I'm still in Italy. All right.
It's dinner time for you.
All right, I'm going to say you were a retired colonel from the Air Force.
No, Mark. You are wrong, Mark.
Here's the good news. There's a bunch of good news, Carol. There's a bunch of good news. Andy was on the show today. He won. That goes with my that goes towards my amount.
Andy was on the show yesterday, not today. Today you're on the
He
show.
was on the show yesterday. And he won, so that goes towards my average. Yeah. You won the t-shirt. You won the mug. Now let's see if we can win you a valuable trip. It's time for Warm It Up Travel Trivia.
That was amazing. That's Jess Woman from Mankato, Minnesota. Is that right?
Mankato, yeah.
Mankato, Minnesota. Is that a routine? Are you a professional dancer?
So I do dance, but one of my dreams is to dance with Katy Perry.
Oh, okay. Well, everyone knows this is the official morning show of Katy Perry. Katie, we are putting that out there into the universe. Let us know how we can connect you two, and we have a dancer for your next tour. Deja, spin that wheel to see what else we can win Carol.
All right.
Okay, Carol, you're playing for a great trip here. It's a trip for two to the Buccaneer in St. Croix. 7 days and 6 nights in a deluxe oceanfront room. It includes 3 meals daily. What's that, Mark?
All of the meals.
Correct. It's a prize valued at $9,500. You have 20 seconds and only one guess. Good luck, Carol.
All right, here we go. On yesterday's show, Kelly talked with Kim Raver. What state did Kim say she'll be traveling to on Thursday?
This is a hard one because I was here and I didn't remember that.
You have a 1 in 50 chance if you don't know. Give us a state. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Oh. Carol? You have a... What state did Kim say she'll be traveling to on Thursday?
Who's Kim?
This is a hard one because I was here and I didn't remember that.
Virginia?
You have a 1 in 50 chance if you don't know.
Arizona?
Give us a state. 5 seconds.
Oh, I missed that episode. I went and took a shit when she was on.
1.
Iowa for volleyball. Duluth, Iowa.
Carol?
We lost Carol.
Carol wasn't even there. It's Duluth, Iowa.
Hello, I'm here.
Did you say an answer?
I said California.
Oh, you said California.
No, that was incorrect.
No, I'm sorry. It's Iowa.
Iowa. Yes. But there's still great news. You're now entered into our grand prize drawing for a Caribbean vacation valued at approximately $14,000 plus. Now you and a lucky member of our studio audience will each receive a Roomba vacuum from iRobot. So please pick a number between 1 and 164.
64.
From iRobot, so please pick a number between 1 and 164.
Interesting.
65.
Plus 1 minus 100.
During the commercial break. We'll work that out. Okay, and when we return,
Why? Hold on.
Zendaya's here. 65.
Look at this girl that won. They said we'll work it out. They acted like she was a fucking, like she's an employee there that's there on her day off and going to the show for free, and the employee can't win, or that's like a very rich person that doesn't need the vacuum, and so they'll work something out. But they're saying it almost like she's a famous actress, like as if Adam Sandler was watching and he ended up winning the raffle, and they said we'll work something out. So this is very strange. Of course, because this isn't a real live episode taping, we'll never find out the answer as to what they were freaking out about. I mean, it's not Olympia Dukakis' daughter, is it?
During the commercial break. We'll work that out. Okay, and when we return, Zendaya's here.
Still ahead on Live, we continue Go Green Week with a look at no waste cooking, a performance by Craig David, and coming up next, Zendaya.
Maybe this would work better. Zendaya is trying to learn how to drive in the UK because I guess the wheel's on the opposite side of the car and the car's on the opposite side of the road. Another lost one.
So you live, what, in New York, London, Los Angeles?
Wherever the job takes me, I feel like I'm all, you know what I mean? I feel like I'm always just getting to experience different cities and spending my time everywhere.
One place that feels more like home than
Her publicists are definitely trying to tell her to start acting more 30 years old than 20 years old. The way this more mature Zendaya you're seeing, this isn't her growing up and maturing. This is her just acting like more mature, playing with her hair, talking in a she's mocking the system and being a socialite, right? But a fake one.
Los Angeles. So you live, what, in New York, London, Los Angeles?
Wherever the job takes me, I feel like I'm all, you know what I mean? I feel like I'm always just getting to experience.
What the fuck? Go fuck yourself. Come on.
So you live, what, in New York, London, Los Angeles.
Wherever the job takes me, I feel like I'm all, you know what I mean? I feel like I'm always just getting to experience different cities and spending my time everywhere.
One place that feels more like home than every other place?
I think these days, I don't know. I don't know because I'm just getting off of a press tour.
Right.
So I'm like, hotels are my home, you know what I mean? So I don't quite know. I guess LA technically, but
you spend time in London.
I do. I love London.
Isn't it
It
great?
is. It's a special city.
Have you learned how to drive there yet?
I'm working on it.
It's very confusing.
It is very confusing.
But you drove before that?
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
no,
good.
I've been able to drive.
Because learning to drive
but on
there,
the other side of
that's
right.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. Have you guys ever?
Yes, I lived in Australia, and I remember I was at a cafe, and I got out of the cafe, and there was a group of ladies there. I was trying to be cool. I don't know why I was trying to be cool, but I got in the car to leave, and I got in the car, and I went to grab the steering wheel. It's on the other side of the car.
Oh, yeah. See, that's the first step is getting in on the right side of the car.
Right. Yeah. That's good advice. You're going to be a great British driver.
Thank you so much. And then the road also. No, it's and also the streets. Like, I feel like I'm so used to being able to have these massive streets.
Especially in Los Angeles with the massive highways, freeways.
So I'm like,
you know?
Oh, what a great fucking story. Let's waste more of our fucking day. This is Zendaya. It says theater has influenced her life and fashion, which is all bullshit. She's starting to make the turn.
So you grew up around the theater.
To being a billionaire.
Do you think that was a big influence on your fashion? And
I think it's a massive influence on my life in so many different ways. My mom, she worked at the California Shakespeare Theater.
So you were around theater.
Yeah. Ever since I was like 2 years old. So it just kind of, I don't know, it became my happy place, you know, and I love spending time there and watching just the whole process. And in fact, like technically, I met Coleman Domingo, who did Euphoria, and obviously he's an incredible Oscar-nominated actor.
He's lovely.
He's so incredible, so brilliant.
So brilliant. So I love him.
He actually performed up there once when I was a kid. And I didn't remember. Obviously, I was little. I don't remember. But technically, that's how we first met.
Isn't that incredible?
Yeah.
And you know, when I think about you and your influence in fashion, and every time there's any event of any kind, I look to see what you're wearing because it to me is very exciting. You are, first of all, you're made to wear high fashion. I just always find the choices you make to be so interesting and so exciting. And then I think, oh, this is going to be the look for the next, like I will in 5 years from now wear that too. Right. You know. So I'm assuming since you're in town that you'll be going to the Met Gala.
Yeah.
Do you find it exhausting and nerve-wracking?
No.
I do. Yeah, I do. It's you know, I first went when I was 18 years old, and Law and I, my stylist, we've been working together since I was like 14 years old.
Right.
But I remember being 18 was such an exciting and new experience, but still terrifying. You know, it's very going up the steps. It's very daunting, and I haven't been back for maybe like 4 or 5 years.
Right. Oh wow!
So this is like my first time back at the Met in quite a while.
So does it feel like the first time you're going all over?
Right, exactly.
But I feel like the designers must fight to the death to dress you. Like everybody wants their dress on you.
I don't know. I guess. I mean, you'd have to talk to Law about that.
No, but I know.
Inside sources.
Yeah, inside sources.
Yeah. No, we have. You know, it's fun in the sense that, like, you know, I like to look at fashion as creativity, right? Mm-hmm. Even in press tours, you know, it's a way to continue the creativity from the film or from the whatever. And I like to just create characters because ultimately, sometimes doing this for a living feels a little weird and awkward, and I'm more of a shy, introverted person, so I get to create these characters, and I'm this woman today who wears a green suit, you know what I mean? And you get to just embody this character for the day, and clothes can do that for you.
I'm gonna wear a green suit tomorrow.
And tell me how you feel.
Right, because when you take the suit off and you're not in front of a camera, you're going to put in fucking sweatpants, you're going to smoke a big fucking bong of weed, and you're going to play fucking video games and talk online with fucking high school kids and fucking swear and fucking smoke and eat junk food and fart, but then you put the suit on and you have now all of a sudden you're a character. You're sophisticated. Linda, hello. Oh yes, I'm a socialite wearing an expensive outfit. I'm going to the Met Gala and I'm going to talk like this, making fun of snobby people. Ha 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 ha. It's almost like she's mocking British people, but she's not doing it with a British accent. She's mocking British people that do an American accent or some shit.
Shy, introverted person, so I get to create these characters, and like, I'm this woman today who wears a green suit, you know what I mean? And you get to just like embody this character for the day, and clothes can do that for you.
I'm gonna wear a green suit tomorrow.
And tell me how you feel.
I feel like a stuck-up, snobby, fucking spoiled bitch. That's what Mark feels like. Zendaya talks Challengers, her movie. Yay.
Challengers, starring Zendaya. Tell us a little bit about the film. We love tennis.
Okay.
Okay.
So when I get this question, it's very, very difficult to answer.
Okay.
Because this film,
Just
while it
not
has
about
tennis in it, I wouldn't say it's a sports movie, and I wouldn't say it's a tennis film. And while it's funny, I wouldn't say it's a comedy, but there's drama, and I wouldn't say it's a drama. So it's very, very, it's kind of beautifully genreless in this way.
But it's kind of about relationships.
It's about relationships. It's about power dynamics. It's about three people who, honestly, I say the other name for the movie could be codependency. The movie,
right?
But it's three people who are just interlocked from the moment they meet when they're younger, and tennis kind of serves as this metaphor for power, for relationships, for so many other things. And it's a messy ride, I'll tell you that.
Tell us about your character.
My character, she is Tashi Duncan. She is honestly, she's supposed to go and have the best tennis career. You know, she's kind of the top of her game, and she wins the U.S. Junior Open. You know, she's on her way up, and she gets an injury, and ultimately ends up having to retire before she really even starts. And then she starts coaching her husband, which that kind of creates a dynamic in and of itself. And she tries to get him to come back by doing challengers, which is like the challenger circuit of tennis playing, to get his mojo back. And while they're there, they run into his ex-best friend / her ex-boyfriend.
Oh boy.
And things get a little crazy.
We're in. We're in for that.
And that is just, I tell you, that is just the tip of the iceberg.
Is it like a sporty throuple?
It is. Oh my God. It is.
Is that the end of that clip? Well, that's fun. Great. Now what do we got? Lives Green Week. Plant-based and no-waste cooking with Carla Bodrug. Here's a fucking waste to your life. Learn how to make shitty-tasting food. But it's healthy for you. And maybe you get shot and killed. In good shape. It seems to be in good shape when you get shot and killed.
Lives Go Green Week continues today with ways to take your commonly wasted food and transform them into magic. Here is some delicious food that is good for you, your wallet, and the planet, and author of Plant Your Scrappy Cooking, Carly Bodrug. How are you?
Carly, hi. Thank you so much for having me. First of all, I love bread.
Yes.
I'm already on board with this 100%. I don't even care what we're making at this point.
It's good.
So 30 to 40% of the entire U.S. food supply ends up in the trash, which is how this whole thing started. So today I'm really excited because I'm going to be showing you all how to get scrappy and transform some of these commonly wasted foods into delicious recipes.
Bread goes stale, and then what do you do?
And then we throw it away.
Yeah, so bread is actually the world's most commonly wasted food, which is no surprise because it goes stale. So I'm going to get you to pulse this right here. And this is just some stale bread. We're making breadcrumbs. So you got a little parsley, olive oil, and then
I was just gonna say when she said like bread's one of the most wasted foods, I'm like, because it goes stale. But when it goes stale, don't you just make breadcrumbs? And then bread your chicken, bread your pork, bread zucchini, and you could bread a big thick eggplant and zucchini steak and pan fry it in like vegetarian oil. I don't know anyone. Even if you don't know how to cook at all, you should be able to know how to put stale bread in a blender or a pulverizer or whatever, and press a button and dump it into a container.
Up in the trash, which is how this whole thing started. So today I'm really excited because I'm going to be showing you all how to get scrappy and transform some of these commonly wasted foods into delicious recipes.
Bread goes stale, and then what do you do?
And then we throw it away. Yeah, so bread is actually the world's most commonly wasted food, which is no surprise because it goes stale. So I'm going to get you to pulse this right here. And this is just some stale bread. We're making breadcrumbs.
What?
So a little parsley, olive oil, and then
What is that?
transfer that to a sheet pan.
What is that? How do you say that? Bearcombs? I've never heard of that. Bearcombs? I gotta subscribe to this girl's social media and buy all of her books and go to her website because she's a genius. She just did this thing with garbage bread. Never heard of it before.
These beautiful finished breadcrumbs.
She's a star.
You can use these for a topping on a salad, to make crispy tofu, whatever you like. Make meatballs. Exactly. Yeah. Up next, we have a beautiful panzanella salad. So this.
Okay. Oh, this is great. The theme is Lives Go Green Week. And this segment is all about plant-based food. So vegan food, not even vegetarian, no meat or meat products or anything from animals. And this girl that's acting like, Lou, I'm going to blow your mind. Instead of throwing stale bread away, we can make breadcrumbs. Right? And then she says, and then you could top it on a, because remember, this is a vegan girl trying to promote plant-based foods. And she goes, you could put it on salads or crispy tofu. And then Kelly comes in and goes, or meatballs? Or meatballs. Yes. Plant-based meatball. No. The whole thing is plant-based food. And she comes in with like, ooh, or you could put it in ground pig flesh. Okay. Back into the dark. Can't believe these people, man. Yes, I called you these people. Talk show hosts. You all look the same.
This is utilizing, I'll get you to tear up some of that stale bread right there. And these are really just croutons. So you can make croutons from stale tofu, whatever you like. Make meatballs. Exactly.
Make meatballs. Well, it's a plant-based
we have a beautiful
segment,
panzanella salad.
Oh boy.
So this is utilizing, I'll get you to tear up some of that stale bread right there. And these are really just croutons. So you can make croutons from stale bread. You can also freeze it. But I'm going to get you to pour this stale bread right into the salad here and give it a toss. And Mark, we've got a beautiful dressing over here.
Okay, what do you got?
Which utilizes leftover tomato juice. So we've got some cherry tomatoes baked, and then we've reserved the juice. So I'm just going to put stale bread right into the salad here and give it a toss. And Mark, we've got a beautiful dressing over here.
Okay, what do you got?
Which utilizes the leftover tomato juice. So we've got some cherry tomatoes baked, and then we've reserved the juice. Pour this stale bread right into the salad here and give it a toss. And Mark, we've got a beautiful dressing over here.
Okay, what do you got?
Which utilizes the
Okay, what do you got?
tomato juice. So we've got some cherry tomatoes baked, and then we.
Okay, what do you got?
But I'm gonna get you to pour this stale bread right into the salad here and give it a
These
toss.
croutons are just delicious alone.
Beautiful dressing over
Okay, what do you got?
Which utilizes the leftover tomato juice. So we've got some cherry.
I could just eat these croutons alone like they're chips. They're so good. Oh my gosh.
And Mark, we've got a.
These croutons are absolutely delicious. I could just eat them all alone like potato chips. They're so good. They're so delicious. Anyways, they'd be so good served with a meatball on it.
Beautiful dressing. Tear up some of that stale bread right there. And these are really just croutons. So you can make croutons from stale bread. You can also freeze it. But I'm going to get you to pour this stale bread right into the salad here and give it a toss. And Mark, we've got a beautiful dressing over here.
Okay, what do you got?
Which utilizes the leftover tomato juice. So we've got some cherry tomatoes baked, and then we've reserved the juice. And I'm just going to pour that right in here to make a gorgeous dressing with tahini, Dijon mustard, a little bit of shallot, and pour that over top. And this panzanella salad, your bread food scraps has been turned into something just incredible. So pour that right over there. Gorgeous.
Gorgeous is right. And it smells so good. Oh my gosh. What's next?
Now for my favorite scrappy tip at all. This is what I like to call my scrappy broth.
Okay.
So this is a great way to take care of all of your scraps in one foul swoop. We're going to save our carrot peels, onion peels, garlic peels, all of it. Add it to a freezer bag. Pop this in your freezer until it's full. And then you're going to pour it. I'll get you to pour some of this into a big pot of broth with some turmeric and black pepper.
I now know why I'm wearing an apron.
Yes. And what we'll be left with after simmering for a few hours is this really mineral-rich, dense broth. And then you're going to pour it. I'll get you to pour some of this into a big pot of broth with some turmeric and black pepper.
I now know why I'm wearing an apron.
Yes. And what we'll be left with after simmering for a few hours is this really mineral-rich, dense broth that is incredible for soups, stews, or even sipping.
And you just strain it out?
Yes, you just strain it out.
Yes, you strain it out, dumbass.
I'll share some more ways to reduce food waste when we come back. Stick around.
You don't strain it out. You eat. Yeah.
What do we have here?
So
You don't fucking strain it out, Kelly. You eat all the fucking garlic peels and skins and the. Look at this. Fucking 5 minutes and 19 seconds for a fucking stupid vegan meal. And you give me fucking 3.5 minutes of Zendaya. Come on. I fire everyone on this show.
What do we have here?
So stop throwing away your citrus peels. If you are a citrus lover like me, you're going to just peel them off with a potato peel and add them to a food processor. So I'll get you to add the citrus of 2 lemons, and then you're going to add these soaked cashews.
Soaked cashews.
So they're soft.
Yeah, so they're softened, and this really helps you blend. This is a totally plant-based sauce that we're creating here.
Okay.
And then we're going to add the juice from 2 lemons.
Juice from 2 lemons.
And some garlic as well.
She's making cheese.
You would add some reserve pasta water as well.
Okay.
Blend that up, and the finished product is going to be this beautiful sauce right here, which I'll let you pour
What
in
is
the
this,
pan.
like a vegan Alfredo sauce?
Yes, I call it my lemon peel pesto. It's absolutely to die for. So you're just going to pour that right in there, and then we're going to take some of this pasta right here and mix it in, and you're going to have the most glorious pasta sauce, utilizing the whole lemon and all of those peels.
Oh my gosh.
And then put the fucking and then you're gonna put some, and then we can put some meatballs in it. She fucking says, Kelly goes, "Is this like a vegan Alfredo sauce?" And then the girl goes, "Yes, I call it a lemon pesto." Well, if you call it lemon pesto, then it's not a vegan Alfredo. If it was vegan Alfredo, you would call it a vegan Alfredo sauce. But if it's a lemon pesto, then it's not a vegan Alfredo. It's a lemon pesto. Is it a vegan Alfredo? Yes, I call it a lemon pesto. Oh, that's delicious. What is this? Is this like an egg substitute? Yes, I call it eggplant. Oh, that's delicious. Is this some kind of vegan chicken wing? Yes, it is. I call it breaded cauliflower. Wait, it's a vegan chicken wing. Yes, I call it breaded cauliflower. Well, then why, if you call it breaded cauliflower, isn't it just breaded cauliflower? No, it's a vegan chicken wing because we toss it in hot sauce. Well, isn't it just a spicy, cauliflower bite or something? A spicy cauliflower? Spicy breaded fried cauliflower? Well, yes, but that is also a vegan chicken wing. No, it's not. No, it's not. It's a piece of cauliflower. It's a vegetable. It's not a vegan meat substitute. It is a vegetable. Right? Of course you know all this already. 9%. I'm going to fucking... This might be the day I leave, buddy. Ugh.
It's absolutely...
This is the best day
I mean, I like cashews. I would try that because I think but I wouldn't eat it because I crave fettuccine Alfredo and this will do the trick. I will try this because if I like it, then I could have fucking pasta tossed in a fucking cashew liquid. I guess you could call it a sauce, but then orange juice is a sauce. You know what I mean?
Here, you can mix that up.
What about those berries now that have seen better days?
So glorious pasta sauce, utilizing the whole lemon and all of those peels. Oh my
God! Come on.
To die for. So you're just going to pour that right in there. And then we're going to take some of this pasta right here and mix it in. And you're going to have the most glorious pasta sauce utilizing all.
It's so lemony, right? Just like an Alfredo sauce, right? Can't tell the difference. Because whenever you have fettuccine Alfredo, all it does is smell like lemons. Come on, man.
So it's absolutely to. You would add some reserve pasta water as well. Okay. Blend that up, and the finished product is going to be this beautiful sauce right here, which I'll let you pour in the pan.
Like a vegan Alfredo sauce?
Yes, I call it my lemon peel pesto. It's absolutely to die for. So you're just going to pour that right in there. And then we're going to take some of this pasta right here and mix it in. And you're going to have the most glorious pasta sauce, utilizing the whole lemon and all of those peels.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, it's absolutely.
This is the best day ever, Carly.
Here, you can mix that up. Right here and mix it in. And you're going to have the most glorious pasta. Yes, I call it my lemon peel pesto. It's absolutely to die for.
I call it my lemon peel pesto.
And then we're going to take some of this pasta right here and mix it in. And you're going to have the most glorious pasta sauce, utilizing the whole lemon and all of those peels.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, it's absolutely.
This is the best day ever, Carly.
Here, you can mix that up.
What about those berries now that have seen better days?
Berries that have seen better days. So summer's coming, guys, and we bring berries home, and unfortunately, they go mushy really quickly. Yeah, so I'm going to get you to puree them really quickly here. Oh, well, we've got a finished product here, so no worries.
You guys are all
so
terrible
what we're
at
going to
your
do
job.
is just pour that onto a sheet pan and dehydrate for a few hours, and I'll get you to lift this up right here. And this is what I like to call fruit leather. It is like the most delicious, healthy, whole food, plant-based snack. Great way to take care of a whole bunch of mushy berries all at once. We got a little chia seeds and maple syrup. That's it.
It's like a fruit roll-up.
For all today's recipes, visit our website and be sure to pick up a copy of Carly's book, Plant News, Happy Cooking, available everywhere. Greg David's up next.
So I guess she's not allowed to say fruit roll-up on TV. I call this fruit leather. It's a fucking fruit roll-up. What are you fucking talking about? She's sitting here literally trying to fucking convince viewers that she's this like creative culinary genius that is inventing all these new things for you. This is bullshit.
Wasted foods into exactly incredible. So pour that right over there. Dijon mustard, a beautiful dressing over
Okay, what do
here,
you got?
which utilizes the leftover tomato juice. So we've got some cherry tomatoes baked, and then we've reserved the juice. And I'm just going to pour that right in here to make a gorgeous dressing with tahini, Dijon mustard, a little bit of shallot, and pour that over top. And this panzanella salad, your bread food scraps have been turned into something just incredible. So pour that right over there.
Yeah, no olive oil. So tomato juice, mustard, tahini, I guess.
Gorgeous is right. It smells so good. Oh my gosh. What's next?
Now for my favorite scrappy tip at all, this is what I like to call my scrappy broth. So this is a great way to take care of all of your scraps in one foul swoop. We're going to save our carrot peels, onion peels, garlic peels, all of it. Add it to a freezer bag. Pop this in your freezer
Until you're wet, and then pull it out and stick it up your coochie and go fuck yourself. I thought Craig David died. Hey, like this video if you thought Craig David died. And how come if he's not dead and he's still making music, why is he on national TV singing a song that he came out with 25 years ago? Don't tell me he's releasing a greatest hits album and to promote it, he's doing the most popular song from 25 years ago. You don't have any new releases? Like, you're desperate. This dude has obviously got a gambling problem. He's a drug junkie or an alcoholic. Because if he's desperate for this kind of money, I haven't seen him. Let me know if you've seen Craig David. Oh, fuck yourself. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Oh, my God.
Has scored 25 UK top 40 singles and 10 UK top 40 albums. He's British singer-songwriter Craig David has scored 25 UK top 40 singles and 10 UK top 40 albums. He's currently stateside, kicking off a spring tour. Here is Craig David with a huge hit, 7 Days. Woo! Yo, check it out. You know what? I got something to say. Yeah. It's Craig David, it's 7 days, so check it out. Well, on my way to see my friends who lived a couple blocks away from me. As I walked through the subway, it must have been about 3:15. In front of me stood a beautiful honey with a beautiful body. She asked me for the time. I said I could stir her name, 6-digit number, and a date with me tomorrow at 9. Did she decline? No. Didn't she mind? I don't think so. Was it for real? Damn sure. What was the deal? A pretty girl is 24, so was she keen? She couldn't wait. Said I'm a queen, so let me update. What did she say? She said she'd love to rendezvous. She asked me what we were gonna do. Step on top of the bottle, I'm going for to Monday. Took her for a drink on Tuesday. We were making love out Wednesday. And on Thursday and Friday and Saturday we chilled on Sunday. I met this girl on Monday. Took her for a drink on Tuesday. We were making love out Wednesday. And on Thursday and Friday and Saturday we chilled on Sunday. Was a time, cause I be getting mine, and she be looking fine. Sweet talker, she told me she loved to unfold me all night long. Ooh, I love the way she kicked it, from the front to the back, she flipped it, yeah. And I bet she cares, cause I'm a man who'll always be there. Ooh yeah, I'm not a man to play around, baby. Ooh yeah, cause the one that stand isn't really fair. For the first impression, you don't seem to be like that. Cause there's no need to check, but I'll be plenty time for that. From the subway to my home, and let's ring it off my phone. When you're feeling all alone, all you gotta do is just call me Monday. Took her for a drink on Tuesday. We were making love by Wednesday. And on Thursday and Friday and Saturday we chilled on Sunday. Met this girl on Monday. Took her for a drink on Tuesday. We were making love by Wednesday. And on Thursday and Friday and Saturday we chilled on Sunday. Oh yeah. Come on, yeah. Alright, yeah. Oh, baby,
Monday, took her for a drink on Tuesday. We were making love by Wednesday, and on Thursday and Friday and Saturday we chilled on Sunday.
So you met a girl on Monday, took her out on Tuesday, and then the next 4 consecutive days you just fuck. All you did for the next 4 consecutive days you were just fucking. Then you spent the next 4 days just fucking each other, and then on Sunday you didn't have sex. So I meet you on Monday. I go ask you out and say, would you like to go out for a drink tomorrow? Sure. The next day, you meet up for a drink. And then Wednesday, you meet up again and you fuck. And then you spend the night and fuck on Thursday. And then all day you spend fucking on Friday. And then Saturday, you're going to fuck all day too. But Sunday, we don't want to get too crazy with it. We're going to chill on Sunday and watch some football. Because if we have sex on Sunday, well, then we're just sex addicts now, aren't we? Thanks, Craig David. Thanks for nothing. I thought you died. You know, I almost had a girlfriend until you came along. I couldn't fucking... That's a terrible chorus. Monday. It's a good concept. Poorly executed. On Monday. Met a girl on Monday. Wait, he doesn't even say what you did on Monday. He just goes Monday. Monday. Met a girl on Tuesday. We were making love by Wednesday. But so you met a girl on Tuesday, and then the next day you were fucking her, and so you met a girl on Tuesday, and then you fucked her the next 4 days after that. And then on Sunday, you watched cartoons and sports and went to church and laughed and talked about each other's. What do you want? Where do you see yourself in 10 years? And on Monday, I asked her where she sees herself in 10 years. And then on Tuesday, I told her that I shed tears every time I watch reruns of the movie Bambi. Then on Wednesday, she wanted to make love, but I wanted to go to the zoo and go get balloon animals made by a clown. I guess that's it for season 1. Season 2, episode 163 from April 23rd. All the Zendaya interviews gone, all this shit. So, whatever. All right. Like this video or don't. I don't give a shit. In fact, stop watching because I don't like you.